Alright, magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat mga kabayan. It is currently 6:49 p.m. So yesterday nandun tayo sa Toyota para kunin yung Toyota 4Runner para sa ating kliyente na si Ate Carol, no. So now today I figured I'll do a little bit, give some love to Honda naman. We're gonna do a video on Honda's most popular car right now. So, that's not it. Sorry, ito pala. That's what I meant. Honda's most popular car right now. This vehicle came out 2018 or 2017, I believe. Para sa mga hindi nakakaalam, which I'm pretty sure almost all of you guys know what this is the Honda Civic Type R. So, as you can see there, ito ang pinaka-flagship na performance sedan na meron ang Honda right now, right? A little bit of history, something that I learned from my Honda enthusiasts, right? Before the Honda Type R, there was actually the SIR, and what they did was they split that into two. Now we have the Honda Civic SI, and now we have the Honda Civic Type R. Now the Type R, as I mentioned, is yung pinaka-performance sedan ng Honda, clocking in at 306 horsepower, kumpara sa SI, which is a 205, right? The main competition nito, if you're looking at Japanese manufacturers, would be my favorite brand, Subaru WRX STI, right? And I've done the STI before, and I wanted to do a video comparing the STI tsaka yung Type R. Unfortunately, itong Type R na ito ay nabenta na. So I figured I'll just do a video on this, and I'll do a separate video on the STI, and then I'll do a comparison pa meron na akong dalawang available na unit. Now with that being said, being the fact that this is Honda's top performance sedan, right, it is not cheap. So I know there's a lot of people who might be watching this, or yung mga bata, right, parang yung kwento ko nga sa inyo, that 20 years old na gusto ng Type R. This vehicle is $47,000. So for the same price na gagastusin mo dito, makakabili ka na ng pang-family mo na SUV, right? But of course, this vehicle is not for anybody and everybody, right? As I mentioned, mainly Honda enthusiasts and people who want the power and the performance talaga ang kukuha ng ganitong klaseng sasakyan. It's not an everyday car. Even sa ating mga Pilipino, very rarely ako makakita na merong Type R. I think there was one 2 years ago, but then what happened is na-aksidente siya, sumalpok yung kanyang Type R, sumalpok sa Ford Escape na 2013. Yung 2013 na Ford Escape nabuhay, yung Type R patay. So anyways, there's a little bit of a story there. Let's go over the vehicle, para sa mga curious dyan kung ano meron dito. So this runs on a 2.0 liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine, 306 horsepower as I said. So you can see there, just like the WRX and the STI, it has the real hood scoop, hindi yung binibili sa Canadian Tire na dinidikit, right? Totoo yan. That's to help control yung airflow sa loob ng hood, right? You got the exclusive Type R badging right there. Just like the SI. You got your LED. Actually, lahat ng ilaw ng sasakyan ito LED. LED headlights, LED fog lamps, LED tail lights. So as you can see, it's very quiet, yung kanyang tunog habang umaandar, and that's because of the turbocharger, right? Turbocharged vehicles tend to be more quiet pag habang tumatakbo sila kumpara sa mga regularly aspirated na engines, again, mainly because the turbocharger uses yung air, right? Kaya if you notice, hindi na siya ganun kaingay kahit na performance siya. It also has the 20-inch wheels, right? Painted in the glossy black, Brembo calipers on the front brakes. These are summer performance tires, so just like for example the WRX and the STI, they come from the factory na naka-summer performance tires. You got your turn signal lights here. So tingnan niyo yung katawan niya, completely iba. Now this is actually what I like about the Type R, yung style ng katawan niya sa likod. If you notice, it's got a very bold, very aggressive na rear wing spoiler, right? Opinion ko, as much as I love Subaru, mas maganda ang styling ng rear wing spoiler ng Type R kumpara sa STI. It's also got the nice hatchback design kumpara sa STI na sedan, right? You got the nice aggressive styling ng Honda with the, look at that, yung may tambucho niya. Like that just says aggressive right there. Type R badging. Oh, I'm noticing I have some viewers currently in Ontario right now, even yung pinsan ko na si Kevin. Kevs, I'm not sure when the 2021 will be, but there is gonna be a new model coming out. There's a Type R and there's gonna be one coming out. I'm gonna get more information on the new one coming out. It's also another performance type na sedan. Another nice thing here is yung kanyang vortex generator is built into the actual body of the vehicle. I remember before nung nagbenta ako ng mga WRX sa mga kliyente ko, bibigyan ko sila ng mga vortex generator, but it was something that we had to stick onto the hood ng sasakyan, whereas ito, built-in na siya. So I'm gonna unlock the vehicle, no? Para buksan ko yung likod. So, ito naman yung likod niya. So you get the nice... Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, Byron, you know, I'm using the term hatchback and the sedan interchangeably sa video. No? Hindi naman ako particular. I'm not a stickler for details sa mga ganitong klaseng sasakyan. I usually just say sedan in a hatchback version, but you're right, it's a hatchback. So I'll refer to it as a hatchback. Okay, Byron? So as you can see there, yun yung space sa likuran. Got speakers there. Yan sa lalim niya. So the main thing with this one, guys, as you guys know, right, I don't drive stick. So I haven't had the pleasure of driving this one. Whereas in WRX, drive ko na kasi there's an automatic version. That's the one thing then as well for people who might want to buy this car. If you're not familiar, the Type R is exclusively manual. So wala pong automatic version nito. So the one thing I like about this car too is, even though sabihin natin na, you know, may pamilya ka na, magkakaanak ka na, you don't necessarily have to trade it in kasi may space pa naman siya sa loob. If you look here, not much space. Legroom, not much space. But, believe it or not, kasya ang car seat dyan. Right? Not as much amenities for the passengers sa rear. Because this car is not meant to have passengers sa rear in the first place. It's a performance vehicle, right? Very nice red and black stitching. One thing na malalim itong sasakyan na to, which I really wish they did have, is leather na interior for the price that you're paying. So if you notice there, that's actually cloth interior sa loob, yung seats niya. So, punta naman tayo ngayon sa harapan. Not much to see there sa passenger side. So again, a lot of the features I wish was in this car for the price that you pay. Like for example, the power seats, wala. But at the same time, I believe these are racing bucket style na racing seats, no? Parang yung mga Recaro, but it's Type R. It's not leather, it's a nice red velvety na material. But you do get that exclusive design sa loob na red. Punta man tayo sa loob. So you can see there, meron siyang built-in na navigation. One thing na wala rin siya, if you guys notice now, I'm gonna tilt yung camera pataas. Oops. Wala siyang sunroof. Oops, ka lang. Yan. Sorry. Na-adjust ko yung aking ano. So you can see there. Very nice styling sa interior. Has the wireless charging. Doesn't have the heated seats option, just to let you guys know. So a lot of the modern amenities wala sa sasakyan na to, mainly because it's meant for performance, right? It's meant as a performance vehicle. So you're gonna notice two things here na I like, no? Every Type R produced will have this exclusive badging sa loob. This plating will tell you what anong number na yung production nung Type R mo. So this one here, this is the 35,000 copy made, right? The one with the highest value, of course, is yung may mga badging na R00001, meaning yung first one, and of course yung magiging last production run ito. If you're gonna notice here as well, ito yung wala sa mga ibang Civic. So if you notice sa ibang Civic natin, meron tayong Eco mode, meron tayong Sport mode. With the Type R, it's 3 different modes. There's a Comfort mode. If you know, I'm gonna show it to you guys. There's a Comfort mode. As you can see there's a sport mode and the Type R mode. So, the main difference between those three is that it controls yung kanyang damper system, also known as yung shock absorbers ng sasakyan, right? And the Type R mode, pretty much, from what I believe, from what I understand, is it stiffens yung damper system niya, so it makes cornering and turning a lot easier. So as I said, I haven't driven this car. I wish I did, right? I don't drive stick. As you can see there, right? It's 45,000, of course. Wala pa yung mga fees dyan and tax. So overall, it's a nice car. Let me pop yung hood so you guys can see it. Hop. Dali lang. Tatasan natin to. There you go. So as you can see there, yung tahimik ng takbo niya for something with so much power. So I didn't really go into too much detail with the performance aspects ng sasakyan. As I mentioned, yung horsepower and all that stuff. Because mainly the people who buy this car are yung mga talagang passionate na mga Honda fans. They know, just like my WRX clients, they know what they're getting into, they know what they're buying, they know what the vehicle can do, right? So it's not for the casual buyer, so to speak, right? As I mentioned, you're looking at around 47,000 with the taxes and everything. And at the same time, production is very limited right now. With the COVID-19, lahat ng factories ng sasakyan, as you guys see in the news, nagsara sila. A lot of them are just starting to reopen, I believe at the end of the month, right? So production is slowed down. At the same time, Honda is not really producing that many Type Rs, right? They don't want to oversaturate yung market ng mga Type Rs. And again, it's a specialty vehicle, right? It's our flagship performance offering na sasakyan. So there you go. So if you guys are interested in a Type R, right? First and foremost, I can tell you this right now. It's not gonna be $250 bi-weekly. It's not gonna be $150 bi-weekly. If yun lang ang budget mo, you cannot get a Type R. I'm just gonna be straight up with you guys, right? You need to have prime credit to get approved for this, or a really strong cosigner kung bad credit ka. Income is also a big issue when it comes sa approval mga ganitong klaseng kamahal na sasakyan, right? But if you qualify all the requirements and we can find a unit for you, right? Given the availability ng mga unit na to, hindi lahat ng dealerships na merong Type R. There's usually 1 or 2 allocated per each dealership, right? Swerte ko makakahanap ka ng 3 sa isang location. So right now we have 2, right? This one is sold. There is one that just arrived today. It was a blue one, a blue Type R. I'm gonna take yung picture niya. I'm gonna add this sa video na to mamaya so you guys can see what I mean. But yeah, there you guys go. So that is Honda's flagship performance car, right? Hatchback, to be more technically correct. The 2020 Honda Civic Type R. So if you're interested sa ganitong klaseng sasakyan, right? I have to get you pre-approved first before you can even take this for a test drive, before you can even do a deal on this. I have to get you pre-approved first, guys. Sorry. Ganun ka yung scarcity niya, and of course yung price niya. It's as I said, I'm not trying to be snobbish, but it's not a vehicle for everybody, right? So there you guys go. If interested kayo, let me know. Send me a message through Facebook. But yeah, that is a 2020 Honda Civic Type R.